What's going on, guys? My name is Dynasty. What I got for y'all today is something I think definitely worth noting if you are a fan of Mortal Kombat X, because you might have seen this image, and if not, I guarantee it, you're bound to if you were on Twitter, any social media really, because it's kind of floating around like wildfire. It's also just catching a ton of momentum. So with that said, guys, let's get into it. So first things first, as many of you guys do know, a Kombat Pack 2 appears to be really soon to be announced from the guys over at the Room Studios. DEBUNKED teased it so many times. Either a Kombat Pack 2 or Story Pack. New DLC characters appear to be on the horizon, so yes, get excited. And what's really funny here is just when you think, Kombat Pack 2 has not been released yet, you gotta wait. Somebody's already said that a Kombat Pack 3 is in the works because of this image right here, guys. Check this out. Boom! Kombat Pack 3. What? Dynasty, what is this? I know, you're mind fucked, you don't know what's going on. No need to worry, guys, because Dynasty is here, and it's my job to give you the answers you want, and I'm proud to say this is not real. And it's pretty funny because from a glance at this, you'd fall for it. Really, the text is pretty much the exact same text you see inside Mortal Kombat X. Everything looks pretty legit, not to mention the wallpaper in the background. The White Lotus faction wallpaper is kind of a, I don't know, it looks great in my opinion. And for the most part, a lot of these renders don't look too far-fetched. There is one render, however, that kind of just, I think in my opinion, gives it away. And that is the bottom right of the character select screen. You see Scarlet's render? If I'm not mistaken, that's the exact same render she had inside Mortal Kombat 9. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, it's a giveaway. But I need more proof. Trust me, it wasn't too hard to do some digging on the internet, and I found the original forum post where the creator of this image came out and basically made this saying, this is what the final roster should look like inside Mortal Kombat X. Yeah, check that out. Yes, it's off a Game FAQs forum post, and if you want to read it yourself, link below. So that alone pretty much confirms this is completely fan-made. And what I thought was really funny as well is, on the top right it says, previously on Kombat Pack 2, and that was something that a lot of you guys are freaking out about. You're like, oh my god, Dynasty, did you know Fujin, Serena, Havoc, and Raiko were going to be inside the Kombat Pack 2? And I felt so bad telling you guys on Twitter, and the rest of the social media like, yeah, that's not the case. Nothing's been officially confirmed yet. Then of course he'd send me this image, and I was like having to explain to you that this was not real and photoshopped, but I just felt the need to make this video because, like I said, it's been picking up some momentum lately, and like I said, if I've seen it, I'm sure you've seen it, and I don't want you to fall for this image. It's like I said, literally, it's picking up so much momentum lately all over the internet, and you guys are just asking me pretty much every single day. But we can't take away more than just debunking this image. What I think is really interesting, and something I think is worth noting, is the idea that this guy had behind this whole Kombat Pack 3. Now, check this out, guys. Believe it or not, he does come up with some really awesome things like this right here. You see where it says on the top left, Rain? We're going to get Rain inside this Kombat Pack 3. Work your way down to where it says Free Rain / Tanya Epilogue Part 1 Chapter. So pretty much you're getting a Free Rain / Tanya chapter with this whole Rain character. Of course, alongside that, underneath Astra, you got pretty much the exact same thing, a free Astra / Serena chapter, of course that being Epilogue Part 2. Down the bottom left, you got free Baraicho / Fujin chapter, Epilogue Part 3, and for Scarlet, you got what I think is really fucking sweet, a prologue chapter called The Blood Alliance, and that's going to, of course, lead you up to the events of Mortal Kombat X. So you have pretty much the epilogue giving you some insight behind Mortal Kombat 11's story, then of course you got the prologue with Scarlet slowly working its way into the events of MKX. So I saw that, I was like, you know what, though this is fake, I think this is such a great idea, and I don't know why we've not thought about this. I know fighting games typically don't get like story DLC. That's such a rare thing to get in a fighting game. I can't recall one time a fighting game got like additional chapters. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've never thought of that to be a common thing. Could you imagine if they did that in Mortal Kombat X? Now, I'm not saying by any means it's gonna happen, but honestly, you never know. So I think you should let your voice be heard. I mean, we got Tremor in this game based on a petition. If a lot of us really do like this idea. I mean, me for instance, I love this idea. I'd love to see some of you guys go start tweeting Ed Boon and John Vogel, another on Twitter, Tyler Lansdowne, all those guys. Like, hey, you ever think about making some story DLC, like actual chapters? I don't know. I think that'd be really awesome. Not to mention, I mean, it doesn't have to come out like a month from now. Say it for like 6 months from now. So the game kind of has some longevity, so it doesn't die within the next 5 months. So you have something to look forward to, and of course, you get hyped for Mortal Kombat 11. So I don't know, guys. I thought this image was worth talking about because, like I said, I mean, it's a pretty cool idea. I'm not gonna, talk shit about the idea. The idea is great. I'm fine with Baraicho, Rain, Scarlet, and Astra being inside of Kombat Pack 3. Pretty balanced, 2 males, 2 females, and of course, inside the Kombat Pack 2, you got Fujin, Serena, Havoc, and Raiko, so 3 males, 1 female, and of course, it all kind of makes sense based off like the Mortal Kombat comics and what have you. So Not a bad idea, just, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not real for you guys that fell for it. A lot of you guys, man, I'm sorry. Anyways, what do y'all think of this image? Did you fall for this? If you did not know any better, would you say, hey, Dynasty, this is real? Don't worry if you did, I forgive you. And if you do like something from here, I'm really curious, guys. Would you like to see these, like, chapters, the prologues, and epilogue inside future DLC packs? And can you ever see a Kombat Pack 3 after a Kombat Pack 2 inside Mortal Kombat X? What do y'all think of this image, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.